Good morning, and I'm coming to you from my garage today because my day started probably about 4:35 this morning when one of my children woke me up, and we had a very strong conversation around cleanliness. Now, just to give you a bit of a framework, I have twins, and like children, most children are completely different, and mine are the same in that space. So I have one child, I will not name names, but I'll let you guess for those that know, who is ridiculously clean. This child from the time of 5 has not once needed me to make beds, tidy room. In fact, I'm pretty confident this child started doing their own washing at a certain age because this child didn't like the way other people did washing. So I have not had to clean up after this particular child for a very long time. Mums out there are going, that's awesome. Okay, so very, very clean, likes things done properly and very precise. As opposed to meh. Whatever. The other child who... would you mind cleaning up? Yeah, I'll get to it. So I have one on this side of the spectrum who's like, and then I have another one on the other side who's like, whatever. So as you can imagine, that dynamic is challenging. So after having a very strong conversation with my clean child, I then thought to myself, gosh, how am I going to manage this? And as you do when you're a little confused, because it's not as simple as saying to one person, hey, can you can you tidy up after yourself? That won't work. Not in a pandemic when we're having to live in each other's space for however long, right? So I thought to myself, this is not something that I just want to brush off. It's really affecting one of my children. It's getting really upset about mess, but at the same time there's got to be understanding around how we deal with it, because there is a lot of people in the house, and when there's a lot of people there's a lot of mess, and there's constantly cleaning up. So anyway, after this conversation this morning, I then went and did what I did, which is I threw the question to the universe and started doing a bit of looking and seeking and reading, and I found this psychologist by the name of Dr. Guy Winch, and his work was really interesting, and he had 5 tips to survive a pandemic, 2 of which I think I would like to share with you because it was helpful for me thinking about how I'm going to deal with the situation, and I'm sure it's helpful for others. So the 2 tips that I want to share is, number 1, have family meetings. Now, he talks about this because he mentions how it's challenging as it is for a human to be in the same space for long periods of time, but it's even more challenging when you've got a lot of people that are involved in the dynamics in that. So he talks about the importance of family meetings, where each individual gets the opportunity to say what's working for them, what's not working for them, and then at the end of that you get to brainstorm how you can solve those problems or the issues that are in the house. So I thought actually that would be a really good idea. Then I had a chuckle because I thought, oh my god, anyone who knows my family, can you imagine how that's actually going to go down? With my alpha male husband Peter, meh, and of course it's not my house, and a 2-year-old, and me, peacekeeper, come on everyone, be happy. So the thought of us actually sitting down having a meeting kind of scares the hell out of me, to be fair, but to be honest, but we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. It makes sense. So for those families out there, that might be something you're already doing, but if you're not and you're struggling to have all honest conversations about what's going on, then maybe a family meeting is for you. The second tip that he gave was routine. And I know I've sort of mentioned this a few times to many of you out there, and I know I've tried to keep some sort of routine in my world as well. But he talks about the importance, if you are working from home, to keep home and work separate in terms of space. Otherwise, what can tend to happen is you end up just kind of working all the time. And I'm a little bit guilty of that, to be fair. So I thought actually I need to figure out my space a bit better. And the second thing he talks about within the routine is to try and make sure that things are as similar as possible to your previous life, because what that does is it helps you to manage and process time. And when you think about it, you know, somebody said yesterday, one member of my family said, oh, is it Tuesday today? And I was like, darling, it's Friday. So it can be very easy for each day to sort of slip into the next. So bearing all that in mind, my 2 tips for today are, number 1, have a family meeting to deal with those, deal with the different dynamics in your house, like something as simple as cleaning. And number 2 is to create a routine. And so based on a routine, my question then is for you guys out there, what are you going to do to keep Saturday Saturday? What are you going to do today to make your Saturday feel like a Saturday? So I decided this morning that I'd get up and clean the house because I felt sorry for my kid. So I cleaned the house, scrubbed the floors, scrubbed the bathroom, and then I'm going to have a workout. I've got a meeting at 10:30, and then from 12 o'clock today, I'm going to chill the hell out. So what are you going to do to keep your Saturday feeling like a Saturday? I hope that's helpful. Routine and family meetings. Have a great day.